Greetings, I am the HappyCabbie.
What do you do when you pop like a balloon? Someone else can show you. Someone else can blow you. What do you do when the party's meant for two? And no one's really showing up. No one gives a fuck about you.
Did you guys know HappyCabbie's real name?
No, actually.
Armin Tarzarian
Paul Garrett.
is a very child molestery name.
I found that out while I was doing research. That was interesting. That's how
Paul
people
Garrett
figured out.
was arraigned on 4 charges of indecent exposure. See, it just sounds natural.
So, HappyCabbie.
The balloon
Big fat balloon tugger.
The guy whose notable claim to fame was he made an Optimus Prime.
Lundy, Matt, explain for the audience, without going too far into the history, just to give a brief synopsis of HappyCabbie in terms of what he would upload on his channel.
Well, like I
HappyCabbie
said... Oh, you go ahead, Lundy.
HappyCabbie was essentially a guy who uploaded a lot of odd material, just generally speaking, most of it just being either other people's material or attempts at self-help stuff was also something that he would do.
Well, that was later.
Well, okay. I'm just giving a brief synopsis here, Matt. He also had a variety of different videos talking about either his thoughts on various different things, usually through this sort of like odd notion of trying to be optimistic about things in a very strange fashion. He believed a lot of basic stuff about how we need to band together and smiling is worth it and weird shit like that.
Naturally, I hated his fucking guts from the start.
But the main sort of deal with him, I suppose, if we had to put anything to it, really, would be that he was I'm sorry, I'm fucking distracted as shit right now, and I'm trying to fucking think. It's not working out well for me.
He had a knack for creating giant balloon figures.
Balloons.
Balloon art.
Balloon art, yeah, of like Optimus Prime from the Transformers. I'm trying to think of
one. That was like his first quote-unquote viral video. He made like a man-sized Optimus Prime out of balloons. I was so annoyed at myself last episode because I remember that after we stopped recording. I was like, fuck, his first fucking viral was the fucking Optimus Prime thing, and that's why he kept it in his fucking, the background of all of his videos for like 2 years. It's right. Also hilarious because I remember you would just slowly see like Optimus dying over those 2 years.
Yeah.
The individual balloons just lost air at different rates. So by the end of it, Optimus was just slumped over, like, just kill me, please.
Another thing that will come up later, Cabbie was very fat, very large, fat man. Not surprising, he was a...
Trucker.
Yeah, he was a trucker. So of course, that kind of lifestyle, it's not the healthiest in more ways than one. And he was a big fat fuck. I don't know if he ever said exactly how much he weighed. Just from looking at him, I don't know what his height was, but just from looking at him, he had to have been in like the 400s.
I think he was a fairly tall boy.
It might have been. I'm remembering vaguely like a couple of the...
I vaguely remember again, spoiler alerts, I vaguely remember the video of the prostitute yelling at him in the hotel room. And I remember him just towering over her like some kind of child molest fueled giant. Nephilim, if you will.
Do we want to go for drama or do we want to go for dirt slinging first? 'Cause I've got both ready.
I don't know. Do we want
Dirt
to
slinging.
do it from the beginning or like what are we doing exactly in terms of like our pacing?
I'm mostly just hitting the rounds with like the stuff that he's known for in terms of like just his behavior online. Like I can't give a real timeline with him as much as I just have like certain events
Well, that
that
is the
happen.
thing. Cabbie ultimately was like a blip.
Yeah.
Which is like so fucking thin for him, for somebody who wanted to be like fucking pillar of the community. Like, which I, again, hated him before that shit, because like with Matt Pat, I just hate anybody who's always smiling. Don't trust them.
I guess on that front, we can talk about his views on false flagging if you want. That one's pretty
Yeah.
quick.
See, I remember that one because I yelled at him because he was like, well, I talk to people at YouTube. And it's like, and? The fucking government said they didn't do Waco in the government report.
HappyCabbie was under the opinion that if any flags went through and a video gets taken down, then it is 100% legitimate.
I don't think
It
I
is
ever told
YouTube-
anybody this story. But when I finally snapped against Brett and I just called for a flagging campaign against him on YouTube, like Cabbie, like fucking actually messaged me and tried to get me to stop it. I just replied to him like, if you message me again, you're next.
Cabbie was a big believer that all things that happened that like in all systems, no matter what they were, whether it was
I don't do it a lot. In fact, I'm pretty sure Brett Keane going after him was the only time I've ever actually weaponized people liking me and being like, yeah, fuck it. Like, people actually like me. Why don't I just tell everybody to flag Brett? They'll do it.
So, Lundy,
mm-hmm.
I have HappyCabbie's exact words on the false flagging allegations. This is him replying to, of all people, Kazoom, back in, just from the way that this comment is formatted, I'm assuming this is like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there.
Honestly, it's probably closer to 2011, 2012.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at that again. That's probably like
if I
2011.
remember, again, spoiler alert, the timeline, I don't think Cabbie was doing much in 2014, 2015.
That is true. Hold on, let me check. What day did he die?
That was the other thing that pissed me off, is
No,
when
he
he made
died
that fucking cirrhosis of the liver video, and he was like, I only have 6 months to live. And then he lived for another fucking 5 years.
He died in 2016. He died in 2016.
You promised me 6 months, motherfucker.
He died in 2016.
Yeah, because I remember even before he like fully just kicked bucket, he was on for maybe even longer.
All right, Lundy, can you read Cabbie's description of his opinion on false flagging? Lundy.
I'm trying to see if I can't like remember how to do his voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, he's probably trying to think of what.
Do me a favor. Go find one of these channels and click the link to download some stuff and let me know how that works out for you. You want to take that risk? Either way, YouTube agrees with me on this. Each and every time the channels go down, so feel free to critique all you like. At the end of the day, it's about what YouTube decides, as this is their website. You think my videos haven't been flagged hundreds of times? They go down, yet I remain. I am right.
How does that boot taste in hell, Cabbie?
It's a very circular kind of way of arguing that the system is just and that the system works. Because the strikes tend to stay, that means that they're justified because YouTube says so, even if the criticism is that YouTube is fucked.
Also, too, Cabbie, and I know you can't answer this because, again, hell for the things you did, the children you did. Why did you have the newspaper clippings, Cabbie?
One thing you can never say about Matt is that he's subtle.
Look, I wasn't the one that kept newspaper clippings of every missing child report in Arizona. That was
Is
this
that
guy.
is that even true?
Hey, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
That
I looked
is
that up.
Oh, okay.
100% true.
Well, that's also
Oh boy,
that's another
did old Napalm have a field day when he found that one out.
that's another fact I have about him. Whenever the time comes, I have a
Okay.
little news bulletin.
Big
I'm
fan
sure
of missing children.
I have something in that regard, Matt. So where to go next with him? Ah, shit. Should we just start throwing him through the mud?
I mean, I've already intimated that he molests children, so yeah, might as well go
That's
down
pretty
here.
Okay, which should we go? Racism or feet?
Oh, racism. I forgot.
Right.
Oh, you know what else I forgot about Cabbie?
Wait, Matt says that like he's been reminded of a Christmas present
Well, I
that
just
that he
remembered.
bought for himself a year ago, and he goes, "Oh, racism."
So does this?
I
I
got
have to
him,
ask the racism thing, Goat. Does this happen to involve a certain Semitic people and their love
No.
of an Eastern Asian food dish?
no, this is
Because Lundy might
involves-
remember this, because I remember Lundy
When he-
was
when he-
involved in. Because I don't know if you have this on the schedule, Goat, but I'm derailing it to this point.
no,
Lundy,
just bring it up.
you
It's fine.
remember the Israel is in Asia meme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let's-
I do.
Let's cover that. Let's cover that right now, real quick, so we can get that out of the way. So Cabbie's a retard.
Yeah, Cabbie, he started a gigantic, and I'm not even going to say a fight, because nobody agreed with Cabbie. Literally every person was like, Cabbie, yes, Israel is on the continent of Asia, but nobody refers to Israel as Asian. It's Middle Eastern. And he's like, well, no, technically, it's on the continent of Asia. So,
actually, they're Asian.
there are a lot of Chinese restaurants in Israel?
I have his. I have his. Here's a direct quote. Read it for me.
Okay. All the way from Western Europe, all the way to freaking China, one big landmass. All the way up to Russia, one big landmass. Okay? Nobody considers, that's Russia up there, and then, of course, you got the Asian nations down over there. China, of course, being the bigger one, and of course, you got Japan and some of the other islands and stuff like that, And then, of course, you have the Middle East, and then, of course, you have,
a horse
Africa.
is a horse.
And then, of course, you have countries such as Egypt, which, is on the northern part of Africa, but is the part of the Middle East. Nobody considers Egypt, an African nation. Nobody considers Egypt, an African nation. It's just a bunch of disconnected thoughts.
Let's get to that racism. Where are we at here? Where is it?
Hit me with the racism. I
I'm
need
trying-
more
I got-
racism in my life. Okay, I
gotta
don't
grab
work.
it
I don't
real
work with folks who use the N word in their everyday vernacular anymore.
No, you just do a podcast with one.
Yeah. No, you've been working on that.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so Matt, I don't even know if you know about this. So, Cabbie, aside from making videos, also ran a blog, which he mentioned in that clip. And one
I
of the
remember
posts,
him having a blog, but I don't think I'm pretty sure I never read it because, like I said, like everybody else who mildly tolerated Cabbie, I guess, because he was like, oh, he's a friendly guy. Why do you hate him, Napalm? I don't trust people who smile all the time. He's fucking hiding something. And guess what? Old Napalm was fucking correct. You shouldn't have gone up to that cabin because he got murdered by the Native American spirits.
one of the
I'm
posts
the
on that,
harbinger.
this was a few months before he died. He made this post.
Oh, I think I do vaguely remember this because I
Well,
said, he disappeared mostly before he died.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of action a couple months before, but I'm pretty sure he was literally in the fucking hospital at that point.
Should have been in the fucking dumpster.
Now,
How do
Where
we-
the trash belongs.
How to
This is
attract a
a-
white man.
This is a survey that he conducted.
How to attract a white man. Survey results. There are countless
Read up.
blogs, articles, and YouTube videos on how to date black women. This blog is an attempt to show the other side. This is the result of 2 months of informal research on approximately 100 white men who were asked what black women can do to attract white guys. There are several advantages to dating white guys. Firstly, white men typically earn more.
It's healthier.
This is partly due to education, but
Their
also
penises have a knot in them.
No, they're
just
trying to
trying to
attract
remember-
black. No, they're trying to attract black women, Matt, not white women.
Look, I'm just
remember-
trying to remember all the reasons of. Top 10 reasons to have sex with your dog. Number 1, it's healthier. Number 2, they have a knot in their penis. I can't remember any of the other reasons.
Those are the only 2 reasons you need to remember.
Really, yeah. I mean, you could have just stopped with the knot in the penis.
Please get to the things that black women need to hear.
There are naturally exceptions to this rule, but this comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics 2013 report on women's earnings of 2013. See Chart 2. I encourage you to read the full report. White men often put the needs of the home ahead of their own. There's no link to put here, and there will be exceptions to this rule. Those surveyed claim to work full-time, often over 40 hours a week, to provide a good home.
You gotta clean the house.
An article from Stanford University, it states that almost twice as many black women graduate from college as black men.
I'm just imagining fucking HappyCabbie saying the Christian, no donkeys and no smoky.
As a result, they often earn more. The article doesn't state this, but my own Google searches find that white women graduate at a higher rate than men, but the number is not as drastic.
Yeah, that you dumb black bitches finish high school.
Regardless of the education level, white men still dominate the top paying spots due to hours worked and career choices. Now, the purpose of this blog is not to be a hit piece on black men. For
Sounds-
example,
You're turning him Jewish as you're going.
am I?
This is the importance of the black people. We don't have a problem with them.
I feel like it's impossible not to like
You
sound...
are becoming a more and more like a Law and Order writer.
I'm just gonna hold on. I need to point to the crowd and have my racism Babe Ruth moment. He be cabbie.
Yes.
Rather, this blog serves as a response to all blogs and YouTube videos about why you should date a black woman and why what you can do to attract one. So I listed 2 good reasons. Sorry.
Yep.
I listed 2 good reasons
He can't
why a black
go-
woman should date a black
He's in a
man.
concentration camp.
Sorry, I
Here we
listed 2
go.
good reasons why a black woman should date a
Matt.
white man. Although this advice works for women of all races. Now,
Matt, get
I
ready.
would like to list 5 things black women should do to attract a white man.
Okay, hit me with
It's
it,
a-
baby.
It's everything you think.
Number 1, keep the legs closed.
Perfect.
Oh, Matt, you have no idea. You have no
Right
idea.
off the bat, just a good one. Just stop being sluts.
You have no.
Don't be
you have
whores.
No. Go.
Stop
go.
doing
Wendy,
your
go.
exotic hypnotizing jungle dances in front of the other guys.
Wendy,
Nobody
go.
wants to raise someone else's kids. While out of wedlock rates are on the decline, the numbers are mostly unchanged for black women who give birth out of wedlock 72% of the time. Rugrats are nature's cockblock.
But Abby, it's not your kid. That's another thing you can fuck in the house. You should see this as
No!
an advantage.
No.
Free kid. You know what? That is 100% the reason Cabby put this one first. Throw everybody off of the pedophilia thing. Like, would a pedophile not date a woman with a child? I don't think so.
It is not uncommon to find a black mother with children from multiple fathers. I
You
did
just
most
said
of my
one-
research by watching Maury.
So Matt.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
could get better than the number one here? What could top number one?
Yeah, stop having such nappy hair.
Oh goodness,
Hey.
Matt!
Blondie,
Let's go
Number-
ahead and read off number 2.
Oh my gosh, no.
go.
Take off that silly wig.
Oh my, wow.
What does Matt win for this one, yo?
Is number 3 gonna be like, let me call you the hard R?
I wish.
Almost every single person I interviewed mentioned wigs and weaves as a major turnoff. Chris Rock made a very good documentary about the crazy things black women do to their hair. Here's a link to the
Yep.
movie trailer.
That wasn't the point of that documentary. The point of that documentary was how it is very shitty that black women feel the need because of cultural beauty standards here in America that they feel like they have to wear wigs and shit because they can't get that hairstyle with their natural fucking hair texture. That was the point of the documentary, Cabbie. It was also about how some black women see this as a symbol of empowerment. It's actually a very good nuanced documentary. The Cabbie just bolts it down to like, yeah, black women use wigs. You good. You're a clown too. Didn't you wear wigs? You fat fuck.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back. Keep going, Lindy.
The men surveyed essentially told me that if they want to run their fingers through fine thin hair, they find white women. There are countless tutorials on YouTube on how
Look,
to
this
grow
is a
your natural
motherfucker
hair
who's
out.
obviously never touched a black person's hair. It is very nice.
While black men may tolerate wigs and chemicals to alter your hair, white men interviewed for this study were far
Also,
less
bitch
tolerant.
with a wig is amazing too. Because like during sex, you can pull that shit off. Like rub the bald head like a crystal ball, ponder in your orb.
Now
All
here
right,
comes
Matt.
number-
What do you think number 3 is? We've already gotten Stop
That's
Being
like getting-
Whores.
That's like getting a blowjob from a bald woman should be called now as ponder in your orb.
Matt, we've gotten Stop Being Whores.
To be honest,
Your
I am
hair
tapped.
sucks.
I am tapped
You
because
got
fucking
nothing?
throw
I guarantee you
nappy
can
hair.
guess this one. I guarantee you can guess this one,
Okay.
Matt.
I'm trying. Stop putting so much spice in your food.
Not quite. Not quite.
No. But come on, Matt. Man, this is definitely
Can
one
I
that
give him-
you would think of. Yeah,
Can I
give him a
give
hint.
it- What do women be doing?
Oh, lying! Stop lying!
Almost.
Not quite, but don't be high maintenance.
Women be shopping. Women be shopping.
Learn the value of shopping at a thrift store. The men I spoke to said that they see a woman dressed in a brand new name brand clothing, their wallets tense up. Having money in the bank is far more important than money spent on the finest clothes and accessories.
You buy balloons.
All right, Matt. What do you think number 4 is? The next two are the best possible ones.
think of black woman stereotypes,
Yeah,
Matt. Think
Black
of them.
women stereotype.
It's loud.
That's
Mhm.
definitely that's
Aggressive.
definitely
Loud
What's
and
a-
aggressive.
But then
Okay.
aggressive could probably, like loud and aggressive could probably just.
let me say a word and see if it triggers. Damn.
Ice queens?
Oh fuck you.
I don't know. You just said damn.
Hit him, Wandy. Hit him.
There is a thing as too much booty.
You know, before Jordan Peterson came along and became the faggiest straight man ever to exist, like HappyCabbie walked for Jordan Peterson to run. Too much fucking food. Motherfucker, you made a twerking video.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
I know we will get to that later, but like, shut up. Well, you are shut up, like you're dead. and I'm glad.
Black women have an advantage.
Too bad
over
there's
women
no
in-
worms in the fucking Arizona soul to fucking turn you into their shit.
Black women have an advantage over women from other races. That is, their curves are more pronounced. The most important thing to remember is that if a black girl asks if her butt looks big, the answer is yes.
Wait, why am I
However-
even surprised at this? Cabbie's a child molester. Of course he doesn't like big ass. He doesn't like a fully developed woman.
Any development is bad development.
Yeah. He like, look, this is, not going into some weird racial shit, but this is, as we saw from the one video, he had the favoritism towards the Asian prostitutes because they have asses like a 12-year-old boy.
Let's go to number 5. Matt.
Yes. Now this is going to be loud and aggressive.
Let's fucking go. 1D hit him.
Check that attitude at the door. Stereotypes exist for a reason. They're based on reality. Over half of men I spoke to had a negative experience with a black lady due to her attitude. As such, they simply moved on. If you want to be treated like a lady, act like a lady.
It sounds crass, but anytime a black woman's ever been mean to me, I've really digged it.
I know. Yeah, I figured, Matt.
Look, this is why my fantasy is like, if I ever get married, I want like one of those angry like Dagestani or Kurdistan like step Muslims.
Oh goodness me.
So you're
I
gonna
just
say-
want
I
a
thought you were
woman
gonna
who
say-
will not take my shit and just fist fight me, and then we fuck on the floor like animals.
Do you want to continue, or do you want to get into general misogyny?
I think we tapped the potential of the race. Like, we don't need to hear, like, motherfucker was basically like, hey, bitches, don't be loud and don't be nappy.
Go to submission if you want.
I noticed my version of HappyCabbie has been more incomprehensible, retarded version of Randy Newman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with mine, honestly. I can't get it consistent to save my fucking life. It's like whenever I try to do a fucking like Russian accent or some shit, it always comes off sounding fucking ridiculous.
Your best Russian accent, go.
Streletsky, I don't think you should seek out one particular race over another.
You went from Russian to Ukrainian.
They're so fucking close. Go fuck yourself.
Ukrainians sound like they have a mouthful of
You gotta
peanut
watch
butter.
more Life of Boris. Because it's
You need
like, sing-songy, cheeky-beaky kind of thing to it.
Cheeky
Need to watch more of those Russian neo-Nazi stabbing videos. And,
Which, by the way, don't want to get into it again, because, again, lost episode, but, man, my YouTube recommendations have been really fucked the last couple of weeks because of the things I have been looking up on YouTube. Turns out a lot of Nazis are into prepping. Sucks, dude. They make such good shelters. But it's like, you know what? I'm not going to learn how to make a doomsday shelter from a Nazi. I still have standards, damn it.
As attempting to be answered here is
What is so controversial about submissive wives? Hollywood has refused to accept the market draw of catering to conservatives and Christians. Almost without exception, any movie that caters to this crowd is a sure win at the box office.
really.
You know, it would have actually been. It would have been kind of interesting to see which way Cabbie would have went if he had lived. Because he basically died right before the final split of the atheist/secular community on YouTube, and everybody either became SJWs or fucking neo-Nazis. And it's like, honestly, I kind of would have really turned.
Lundy.
That was the thing that made people turn against Cabbie originally. I don't know if you remember this. Like, do you remember Eagle Eyes?
Very vaguely, honestly.
So, Eagle Eyes was like the first real split in like the atheist community. Because like, Eagle Eyes came out as like anti-abortion and an atheist. Because Eagle Eyes was a fucking crazy conservative, but was also an atheist. But while the Christians were still on YouTube, he was tolerated. Again, this is why I laugh at a lot of people who are like, why did like half of the secular community become Nazis? Because they were against the fucking fundy. But like Cabbie was also in this fucking group of like conservative like atheists. Although I forget if Cabbie ever outright said it. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Very little of that though. You know, that was
He
never really a
says-
core part of his content.
He says on this blog also he was conservative.
Yeah, because like I said, like Cabbie was like, he tried to connect himself to a lot of communities because I think I said this in the aborted episode of when we tried to film it, like, and not the lost episode we filmed tonight. I mean the original HappyCabbie episode.
The previous
we tried-
attempt at doing HappyCabbie, yeah.
and we were just completely just out of it, all of us. But like Cabbie because like he was one of the first people who constantly bragged about having connections with you. I'm sure there were other creators who had connections to YouTube, but Cabbie was the first one I wrote. Because again, this is why he was like the fucking YouTube bootlicker with False Flag. It's like, because he was like, well, I've talked to them and they said that they don't do that. So I believe them. Ooh.
I still don't quite understand what the fuck you're.
So I never really gave it much thought to like, is Cabbie an atheist? Is that why he's part of this community? Or is this just another fucking community that he's trying to put his parasitic tentacles in too?
Right, so 1D.
Cable television, on the other hand, has accepted and embraced this. Think Duck Dynasties and Duggars.
Yeah. Yeah. The Duggars went well, didn't they? What didn't
Yeah,
the
this was
Duggars?
such a simpler time, wasn't it?
Which Duggar was it that we found out was like molesting the other?
Josh or John
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
Even when online petitioners have sought to remove these families from television, the TV show lives on. Even with the recent scandal involving Josh Duggar and his sisters, I predict advertisers will still line up to put the next season on the air. Where'd that fucking go? How did that go?
To be fair to Cabbie, he probably died before that. He got an answer to that question.
Oh my.
They even have a spin-off show featuring Pastor Bates and his 20 children. The
Oh my
latest show
god,
to
Lundy.
Yeah.
I just thought, it's like, can you imagine, like, if this fucking slug was still alive? And, like, him just being like, Buzz Lightyear tramples on the legacy of Toy Story because it has two lesbians with nappy hair kissing.
Yeah.
And my date, the 9-year-old I stole, does not want to see that. Now am I supposed to explain to the child I'm about to rape that they're lesbian? Oh god, I kind of wish he wasn't dead now.
Do you?
No.
The latest show to cater to Christian right is a TV special called Submissive Wives, or Submissive Wives Guide to Marriage. You can hear the misogynists drool and the feminists moan as each form opinions on the show without having actually seen it. Unlike misogynists and feminists, those who believe in equal rights for men and women realize that sometimes women choose to submit.
You pay them
Is that
enough.
what you tell? Is that what you tell yourself, Cabbie?
They made a
Yeah.
choice.
The prostitute made a choice, so, you know, I smashed her hand with that hammer.
This is
That's
not
the only way I
submission-
could get off. Get paid.
This is not submission in the BDSM sense, nor submission as it was portrayed in 50 Shades of Grey. Rather, this is women who chose to be putting the needs of the man first. There's an old saying down in the South, if mama ain't happy, then nobody is happy. While
Mama
that
ain't
is
happy.
true,
Go for the children.
Bitch, your fucking state didn't even exist when the Civil War happened. You're not Southern.
What state was he from again?
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah. Shithole.
Fucking Legionnaire.
Just on fire.
Nah, you know what? I'm giving too much shit here. Caesar's Legion would have put this fat fuck up on a cross in a heartbeat. They would have turned him into the Burning Man, and he would have screamed fallen the entire way. Unlike my brother in Christ, Joshua Graham.
Some men can only be truly fulfilled when they are providing for their families, and some women take joy in pleasing others. Not just sexually, but sometimes all it takes to express love is a shoulder rub. Some love is expressed verbally. Others express love by doing. It is the second type of love that this show celebrates. Men who chose to be the sole provider, and women who
You know
chose
what
to
it
stay
is,
at home
Go?
taking care of their family.
Lundy, I can't, because I don't watch as much South Park as I used to do, but Lundy's impersonation of Happy, I
What?
can't remember which specific South Park character it sounds like. But that's what your HappyCabbie impersonation sounds like, Lundy, a South Park character.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate. Oh no, it's the fucking it's the movie trailer guy.
Rob Schneider
Yes!
is.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's it. Paul Blart is Paul Blart and Blart Blart Maul Blart.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just standard like conservative fare. Like movies that like catering to conservatives is where the money's at, and it's like not really.
What even woke movies were coming out when this? It's
Back
not like
in
today
2015.
where, yeah, like
Was that
They
around the
were
time
barely-
the female Ghostbusters thing happened, or was that 2016?
That was 2016.
yeah,
'cause
the news was coming out about female.
let's look at what movies were out in 2015. Smosh the movie. Well, that's a feminist movie already.
Yeah.
Monster High, feminist movie. Minions,
Mm.
of course.
Well, we know
Of
that's a
course.
conservative movie.
Was that one a conservative movie?
Have you not seen the memes about the new Minions?
No. I know the suit one.
Also, who do you think the Minions served in World?
Yeah. That's
Really?
also true.
Is that-
Look,
is that-
the Minions follow the biggest villain. I hate to burst everybody. This is why in the Minions, they were basically like, look, yeah, they just spent the 1930s in Antarctica. There was nobody evil enough on planet Earth in the 1930s for the Minions to follow.
They find the biggest villain.
Because I guarantee you, when they were writing that first Minions movie, somebody like they were all sitting down at the meeting, they were all having a good time, and then somebody just had the immediate fuck, the Minions would have served Hitler.
Also, Matt, did you see that fucking weird meme where like the rise of Gru was being attended by like mobs of Zoomers wearing suits?
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
that earlier.
That was fun.
That was a good meme. I like that shit. We need
You
more
see
of
that-
that kind of fucking shit
Did
in
you
our
see the-
lives.
You know why I like it even more? It's because it was another chance to make fun of Morbius.
Yeah, true.
Did you see the tweet replying to all that? It was some
No.
guy who said, like, I hope that everyone who went to go see Minions in a suit got fucking run over in the parking lot after they walked.
What the fuck?
Why the hostility? They're just a bunch of distinguished gentlemen watching. Yeah.
The gentlemen have arrived, okay?
God,
That's all that
it's-
is.
Again, if I was a billionaire, and because I wouldn't give a fuck, because, like, even as a billionaire, I'd be like, yeah, society's fucked, but I have $1 billion, so I could just do whatever I want at this point. I would have bought out the company that does Minions, and I would have forced them to do, we are doing the Hitler Minion. I am giving you a budget of $1 billion, and we're doing the movie where the... Oh, yeah, I'm just imagining just a bunch of, like, Jewish people being, like, huddled into the fucking shower. Minions. Yeah, abba baba banana. And they're just like, why are you doing it? It's like, ooh, baba, yee, baba, boo, baba.
There is a lot of art of World War II Minions and Nazi.
Look, everybody knows this. Again, the minion. We know who the Minions were.
There's a lot of it. Holy shit.
You know what makes it worse, too? Because I've seen the first Minions movie. Because they do a little montage of the Minions, the first bad person they follow is a T-Rex. That's kind of cute. And then they go throughout history of, like, just bad dudes that the Minions are following. One of the bad dudes is Napoleon,
So it takes place in actual history.
who they murder with a cannon. Well, you say that, but then the next person they follow after Napoleon is Dracula.
I mean, listen, who am I to say what is real and what isn't real?
Vlad the
And then
Impaler.
after Dracula's when they were like, oh, we need to go to Antarctica because there'll never be another person as evil as Dracula Napoleon. You have to imagine, like, because, like, the minions are a race, so there have to be a couple that aren't with the main group, like, so yeah, that would be funny if there was, oh no, I was getting Ted Bundy confused with fucking the other one, because I was like, wait, would Bundy have needed to do the murders? Because he would have had the minions. I was thinking of Dharma for a second.
Dharma and Greg?
Anyways, I completely derailed this with the just
I don't
Nazi
fucking know.
minion stuff.
All right, let's get to a heavy hitter moment. So feet.
Yeah, Cabbie was a huge proponent of feet,
Now
which is very fitting
hear
because
Don't
HappyCabbie
even,
in a lot of ways was the Dan Snyder of you.
Lundy, do not even begin where I know you're going. You speak for yourself if you speak for them.
no, I'm not trying to. What are you? What's so worried about?
I know where you're going. I could see you carrying the flag right now.
Listen. All I am saying is that we here at the Goat Pen Podcast
Is that what you're saying?
do not necessarily kink shame. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Speak for yourself. I will kink shame.
get him. Get him.
More people need to feel shame. That's why this world is so shit, because everybody is allowed
I love
to be
that that's the
themselves.
takeaway. It's just I will kink shame, not because it's necessary, not because I actually think it's ridiculous or anything like that. I just think that more people just need to feel shame.
Yeah. More people just need to feel bad and told they are bad, but not special.
I'm gonna say the same thing, but not as retarded. All right, so I've taken. So there are two feet things I want to go over here before we get to the obvious.
All I'm
So-
saying is, if Hitler knew about foot fetishes, he would have gotten the minions to put those people in the camps too.
So he has one
And
blog
he would have been
called,
right about that one.
He had one blog post called what is the title of this? A Foot Lover's Paradise, which was where he posted a bunch of links to various videos
Of feet.
of women who had like foot fetish channels. But I took the liberty of copy pasting his little rant before he started going off, and then I put the closer to the post at the bottom here, and I thought we could just read it. So this is Cabbie on feet. Bundy.
Let me get to it.
Oh, it's in the same chat as the other
No,
one.
I'm looking at it right now. Jesus, calm the hell
What are
down.
you
Jesus
getting pissed? Don't get pissy at me, bitch.
I'll get pissy at you all I fucking want to. I have the fucking right.
Well, guess whose ticket's getting canceled for Tulsa?
You're full of shit, and you know it.
I'm doing it.
No, you're not.
Yep.
Feet lovers often enjoy different things. Some enjoy high heels, others, such as myself, do not. Many are submissive, while I am dominant.
high heels for children.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They all make Skechers with high heels.
Yeah. What's the ones that light up? That's what Cabbie's into.
They don't make Heelys with high heels.
Many are submissive, while I am dominant and prefer to be in charge of bedroom play. However, as there are countless videos showing off women's feet, I wanted to highlight some of the best of
Well, I
the
mean,
best.
yeah, Cabbie, you're built like an obese gorilla. I doubt a child could have much bedroom control with you, you fuck.
That's how he justifies it all in his head.
I'm just a dom.
Also
That's why
remember-
I demand pictures of children's feet.
Also, remember, it's not slander if they're dead.
Yep. We're reporters.
Yeah. Everything I'm speaking, 100% true.
Show others who may be motivated to show off their feet what a good foot video really is.
A little girl splashing in a puddle.
I do consider this to be an educational tool, as I have found many ladies having trouble finding out what to do. This is a guide for them.
Yes, the ladies are certainly coming to HappyCabbie for advice on anything at all. maybe the
Yeah, so
maybe the female children.
So this is the closer after all the videos.
To the ladies who decide that they want to make videos showing off their feet, I would like to say thank you. There is no such thing as a bad foot video, so don't take this blog as a criticism.
All
Rather,
of them.
The purpose of this blog is to help you make your video better and to celebrate the love of a woman's feet. Those of us who love
Frank
feet,
Vitelli's a true monster,
Oh.
true deviant.
Hold on, Matt. You need to hear his final words here.
those of us who love feet are for the most part good people.
Keep going.
No.
Myself disincluded, of course.
Wait, hang on.
We are not sick perverts. And if you take the time to know us, you'll find that we are the kindest people around, and we are very loyal viewers. So go out and make some foot videos today.
So you were a sick pervert, Cabbie. You
Yes.
preyed upon children.
You preyed
And you were
upon
not a
children.
good person.
You
And
abused
people
people.
celebrated your death.
So now this one is about, that one's about foot fetish videos.
I remember I actually did a hangout the day he died. Literally the
I know,
second
fucking
I
up.
heard it.
I
I heard
remember
it announced.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was you and
I don't remember. I don't remember if I did a video about his death necessarily, but I
No,
do
you
remember
just did one.
making. Yeah,
It
I
was
just
me
made a
and
video when
Aldous
he did the
Valor.
fucking.
because nobody else was
HappyCabbie's
around,
a
Aldous
monster.
was willing to come
Yeah.
in because, Aldous
with who?
might not agree. That was who was with me during the Cabbie vid.
Which one's Aldous Valor again?
He was the guy who looked like Oxhorn, and
That's him. I hate that guy.
pretty much it. Yeah. He kind of just disappeared one day.
I remember he made a
Never
video.
really
Did
found out why.
you ever see his gun control video?
Yes.
He just put the gun down. He said, "Don't do crime." Interesting how it listens. Fucking
You know what's
fat
fun with guns? I've been playing Cowards Russian.
cowards Russian roulette.
Yeah, so I take my 357 revolver, right? And I put in
Yeah.
one Magnum round. And then I spin the barrel, and then I fire off one shot and see if I get the Magnum round.
Blondie, did you picture exactly what I pictured when he said that?
I don't know. What did you picture?
I
The
pictured
guy
him
on the lawnmower being like, I have the power of God in my hand.
No, I thought of him actually pointing it at his head and be like, "No, it's fine. It's only one
Yeah, again,
chamber."
it's
He
Cowards Russian roulette. I'm not aiming it at myself.
I didn't hear the cowards part. I just heard I've been playing Russian roulette recently.
Yeah, I met some nice Vietnamese guys. Always yelling at me, though.
The queer hunter.
Mount! Demount!
Okay, so here's a picture of Cabbie from this next one. Look at that. That might be the thumbnail for this one.
That's not the creepiest thing you could ever see in a room.
See, you fucking sleep paralysis demon.
I can easily see that as someone's like fucking like worst fear. Like, oh god.
So we talked about him watching foot fetish videos a second ago, right?
Yes.
Now it's time for the old dog to get in the ball game. Lundy, read The MILF in Fishnets.
Oh, must I?
Yeah, Matt. I don't know if you've ever.
Just reading the little fucking preview part. Ugh.
Yeah. Here
Last-
we go.
So, the MILF and fishnets. Yeah. Last week on Twitter, I said that I wanted to lick some feet for Christmas.
Middle schooler I'd like to fuck.
Yesterday, I got that chance. As you all know, I find women's feet to be the sexiest part of the body. I just love them. I don't like shoes. The feet must be barefoot, or in stockings, nylons, fishnets, or pantyhose. Anyway, as part of my job, I do a lot of traveling. Most of the hotels I stay in are nice. This one, however, was really fancy. It had a downstairs lounge with fireplace and everything. So I set about to do some work.
I went to meet my date by the ball pit.
Anyway,
I'm just imagining, like, you know, like those scenes in like a James Bond. The woman's in the water. She comes up and like, I'm just imagining like Happy's in a fucking tuxedo. He's sipping on a martini. He's next to a ball pit, and then just a fucking child comes up like Halle Berry in that. Oh, it's so funny because like I'm pretty sure he's a pedophile.
Jesus fucking.
Look, Cabbie was a coward. If he had one saving grace, that was it. He was a complete and total fucking coward. So I could totally see him being a pedophile who was like, I would really like to molest children, but I'm scared.
One do you read?
Anyway, my eye caught hold of an older lady who looked to be in her early 40s. She was tall, blonde, and slender. Her hair was shoulder length and no rings on the finger. I always checked for rings.
She had a business suit on and she had a mysterious fog surround her.
I always checked for rings. What made her interesting to me was her fishnet stockings. I went up to say hello and complimented her on her fashion choice, and I also let her know that I have
That you're a fucking child wanting foot fucker. Like, you have no, like, she was a married woman.
Child wooden foot fucker?
A child wanting foot fucker.
Oh, I thought you said child wooden foot.
No, that'd be like, that'd be like a monkey's paw wish for fucking Cabbie, where he's like, cow the fucker. He gets a kid, but it has no, it's just a flipper baby. He's just like, no, my hubris has led me to this moment.
Well, they continue.
I also told her that I have a thing for feet, and this piece of knowledge intrigued her. We sat down and got to know each other. I began feeling her leg, and her fishnet stockings were quite soft. They're hard
starting to turn more into the 15 guy. Number 15, Cabbie fuck kids.
Number 15, Cabbie loves 15 minus 10 equals 5, Cabbie's preferred age. Stupid.
Well, number 1, the life that Cabbie lived, thankfully.
They were black and looked fantastic, as they contrasted against her pale light skin. She wore...
Oh, fuck, she is fucking Slenderman and drag.
She wore black high heels.
Does Slenderman even have legs? I don't remember.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought he maybe had like a Morticia Adams kind of thing going, where it's just like weird shadows or something at the bottom.
No.
I guess Morticia Adams does have legs under that dress, but you get what I like.
Yeah, I get you.
Cue.
I get you. It's just, he had a full body. It was just a giant, tall, thin, blank-faced man. Blondie continue.
You know who's cooler? Siren Head. I'm sorry, but yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there. Siren Head's really...
I began to rub her feet, and she began to roll her head back, almost an orgasm. I told her I wanted to smell her feet, and I brought them up, and I can tell you they smelled like a lady's foot should.
You filthy fucking bitch.
I could tell that she took great pride in her appearance, as her feet had a hint of citrus to them, which was from the moisturizer she used.
Somebody's grandmother.
Yeah, I used that for this Alice I got on my foot.
Yeah, read the next sentence. Do it.
I then started to kiss them and started to lick them. And she never said a word, but the look of pleasure on her face let me know she was enjoying herself. Do you think he mistakes shock and horror for pleasure because of how many children he fucking rapes?
I unhinged my jaw and then started to steal her home.
This is where it gets stupid. Well,
this is where it gets stupid.
No, this was disgusting.
No.
Stupid and disgusting are two different things.
Yeah. Get to stupid.
I told her sorry, I already read that one. She wanted to move to the sofa where we could be more comfortable, but without shoes on. I didn't want her to have to walk, so I picked her up. Oh, sure you did. I'm sure you fucking did. This is all, by the way, this is all a fucking like fantasy in his mind. Okay.
No, I do believe he fucked a 40-year-old, but it was probably a prostitute.
That's also a possibility. And then I asked like to role play or some shit.
Yeah, because Cabbie did have the proclivity for the sex worker.
Yes, he did.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
The old lot lizards, as they were.
She had a look of surprise on her. She was not expecting me to do that, but I continued to impress her by using her as a dumbbell and began to use her to do bicep curls. God fucking Jesus Christ.
Her surprise turned to horror when I took her over to the window and threw her.
He's such a fucking liar. I hate this. I really do. Boy. I brought her to the couch and sat her on top of me. She asked me to lie down, so I did. She leaned back and started massaging my manhood with her feet.
I think she.
There is no way this happened.
Yeah, I've seen HappyCabbie. Unfortunately, I think Happy penis, and it looks like a fucking nipple, like an unhard, just like a belly button almost.
She was doing it with her pinky toe.
That'd even be too fucking much.
Pinky
Do
toe
you think he
like...
had any ooze and genital sores?
Yeah, definitely. This was in 2014. Yeah, he had these.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Sorry. Now that just got me fucking feeling like I'm about
I
to
got
gag.
that mental image.
Yeah, now I have that in my head, and I'm not happy about it at all.
You're not happy.
Shut up the fuck up.
Yeah. Boingo gagungo.
Fuck. Fucking where are we here? It was quite a rush doing this in a semi-public area where at any time someone could walk in on us. I pulled her close to me, and she was now laying on top of me when I gave her bottom a light swat. There's a trick that I do with a woman's back where I gently rub my fingers in just the right spot and barely touching at all, and it drives the hormones wild. I hate him. Like, every single bit of this makes me hate him more. Fucking Jesus Christ. It's so fucking embarrassing and dumb. Must I deal with this? Do we get the picture yet?
We're like most of the way there. Don't worry.
She let me pull her pretty hard and it was hot. Fucking whatever. We continued to kiss and I moved my other hand around her neck in a light choke. I asked if she was okay and she said yes, but asked that I be gentle, and I was. I really don't like this at all.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into worse territory in a minute. So
Doubt that. Anything from
another. Okay, so here is the bit that is interesting to me, because it says another piece of information about her is that at one time she was a dominatrix. However, she never had the chance to be a submissive. So this is definitely a prostitute. If any of this happened, this is a prostitute. If any of this happened at all, not even a question.
Now is the time for some drama.
Prime time.
So Cabbie really likes feet.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of feet. Absolutely adores them, would you say?
Yes.
Well, why don't we talk about the interaction with Emma? There was a video that Cabbie, as a foot fetishist would, was going around looking up feet on YouTube. He came across a video of a 9-year-old girl showing her feet.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
He starts a comment chain. Do you want to do HappyCabbie and I'll do Emma Willie Bundy?
Sure.
Okay. There, we're getting in the real shit.
Please check your messages. I sent you a message on what I think caused the flag and what you can do to avoid flags in the future.
I remember this.
YouTube doesn't let me do foot videos
I
anymore.
remember this goat.
For some reason, because my tickle challenge video. For some reason, because my tickle challenge, foot sucking challenge, and barefoot half angle have been deleted. KG won't let me access my message box either, so I can't do tickle videos.
Okay.
Dude, Lundy is
If you-
just like, I do not want to read the next part of this.
Okay, so if you can't check your inbox, I will type here as a comment.
Please do.
So you read the message, please delete the comment with the links in it. Essentially, I would advise doing your tickle videos on a second channel that can be easily replaced if it is flagged down. You want to keep and preserve this main one.
Yeah, but I don't get why they see feet as nudity, because on my email I got from them, it said that they watch the videos, but they can't have properly because it was my feet, not those larts. I'm assuming
So,
that's.
let's be clear on something, right?
Mhm.
And this, again, I remember when this happened. It was, I told you, motherfuckers, like, fuck this guy from the start. Like, remember going back, like, earlier in the episode when we were talking about the flag and him being like, well, YouTube did it in terms of service. You validate in terms of this fucking literal child's entire channel on YouTube was a terms of service violation. Why are you giving her advice on how not to fucking get eliminated? When obviously she should not have a channel for another 7 fucking years. You child molesting fucking creep.
Hey Matt, Lundy,
Hmm.
do you see
Yo,
those
can you
messages?
find a psychic?
Maybe.
Like, can you find like a thing you can bring on the show so one day so we can be like, I want you to channel the spirit and yell at him for being a child.
I'd
Like,
be
we
down
don't
for that.
tell the psychic why they're here. We just spring that on the moment of like, hey, we don't want to contact a loved one or like a historical figure. We just want to contact this fat fuck who died of cirrhosis that we really hate and just want to ridicule for.
Now, these comments are bad enough, right?
Mhm.
He did a little bit more than tell her how to not get flagged.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. On a positive note, started rolling my own cigarettes.
Nice.
Hang on. That's the
That's
same
actually
one.
that's a very meditative behavior, by the way.
Because fucking cigarettes are expensive as fuck now, and thanks Biden, their FDA is going to start taking the nicotine out of cigarettes. Also figuring out how to grow my own tobacco.
You can do that, Matt. That's illegal. It's better than fucking moonshine.
The moonshine is a really meditative activity.
Okay. Lundy,
Yes.
round 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
We got to really piss on his grave right now. We have to cover
Let me
all
know
the
if you still need help.
I do need help. Can you help me through my email? My email is, and I'm not reading that. HappyCabbie, I don't understand the flag, really. It's confusing. All I did was show my feet and tickle, but all my videos with feet are gone. I just don't understand. I am too young for Twitter, which she said apropos of nothing, which means that he's messaging her through this.
Hey
And
child, you're also too young for YouTube.
Yeah.
I was gonna call her like sweetheart or princess, but then I was like,
He'd
No,
call her that.
No.
yeah, he
No.
would call her that, and it's like, no, I will just refer to her what she is.
Lundy.
Well, I guess she's old enough now. This was like 7 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bitch.
Is she doing porn now?
I don't want to fucking look into that.
No, that's a bad question because she'd only be.
It's a bad
Right.
question because we don't want to think about it, Matt.
Strike that from the record. Leave that from God.
Okay, I just emailed you. I will
What
help
the
you
fuck
understand
was that?
YouTube's. I don't know.
What?
I tried to whisper, leave that in, Goat. It's really funny.
No, I'm not. I will. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Go, go, go.
Okay,
Go.
I just
That's not the
emailed
worst
you.
thing I've
God
said
damn
tonight.
it! Swear to my God, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Go.
Okay, I just emailed you. I will help you understand YouTube's terms of service. Hopefully, help you get from getting flagged in the future. Check your email.
Okay, thanks.
I resent the message. If you need further help, I'll be happy to assist you on Google+. My computer doesn't support Skype, sadly.
What did you send the message in?
Computer do you have? One from the fucking 60s?
Probably.
Is that what you were fucking trucking around your fucking IBM fucking 2? I don't even know what they called computers back then.
Brick.
Yeah, Rick? Were you carrying Rick around?
I said brick.
Oh, I thought you said Rick.
Are you deaf on top of being blind?
So, as a
Mayhaps.
filmmaking tip, try to prop your camera up on a level surface, such as a stack of books. Moving the
Yeah.
camera not only makes the video blurry, but it also causes noises in the microphone. Hopefully,
Yep.
my info can be helpful for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very distracted.
Fucking Christ. She doesn't reply back. 2 hours later.
Well, it's been 2 hours. My guess is you logged off for the night. I will be online again tomorrow in the afternoon in my time zone, and I will try to assist you then.
Again, 9-year-old.
Yep.
And everybody was like, Napalm, you're crazy. Cabbie isn't a child molester. You're just being salacious. And then, you know, the newspaper clip and stuff comes out, and then shit like this came out towards.
Yeah,
Because
it's
if I
just
remember, I think this was the reason why he. This
Yeah.
was a fairly decently sized fucking scandal in the remnants of the skeptic community at the time.
You want me to tell you what my factoid was?
Yes.
So, do you know about the drama with Agent of Doubt?
I'm trying to remember.
So,
Wasn't AOD the one that called him out on this shit?
yeah, and he decided that he wanted to. He was having a spat. Specifically, it involved someone we will also cover in the future, Nick Bravo. And
Nick
around-
Bravo.
around this time was when he started linking up with Brett Keane.
You know what's weird? Never had any interaction with Bravo.
That's understandable. Corky wasn't very social.
Well, you were just thinking the circles I ran. Like, eventually, like, he would have pissed me off, vice versa, and one of us would have done a video to each other. Nah, we were just like two ships, just in the night, passing by.
So, HappyCabbie tries to come up with a way to get back at Agent of Doubt. And suddenly, Agent of Doubt gets an email from some random called Helen906. This person has pages upon pages of videos flagged as having child pornography.
Because, of course,
Agent of Doubt makes a video about this, and almost immediately, Cabbie comes out accusing Agent of Doubt of supporting pedophiles.
Because the first thing that you do when you find out someone that you're associated with has done a pedophilia is to accuse everyone else of being the actual pedophiles.
Classic maneuver.
It's the usual. It's the usual.
And Agent of Doubt, I believe, put out another video saying that he guessed that it was actually Cabbie who was behind it. Cabbie, in response, made a video saying that there was no way possible that could have been him. The reason
I think I do remember this because I think I commented on one just basically being like, somebody better pick up that phone because I called it, motherfuckers.
So, in response to that, let me find it here.
Guess what? Everybody's going to be surprised when they find all the map basement. But not me.
The child porn.
Nah, Matt Pat, like, he is He's a different kind of I imagine there's a lot of animal shelter. Every so often a dog gets adopted and, it doesn't make it very far.
Here's the big kicker. Here's the kicker. So that channel, the Helen account, had pages
The
upon
Helen in a
pages.
cell.
Yep. The Helen of Troy, if you will. That account had a bunch of links to apparently child pornography. A user named RHPS Magenta put out a video saying that they were going to report Cabbie to his local state government as a potential risk to children. Cabbie, in response, writes a blog post, and there's a specific part I want to focus on, and it is, let me find it here. There's the very last paragraph of it. This is talking about child pornography. Lundy, keep in mind what the Helen account had on it, and then this is Cabbie saying it's preposterous that he could be a pedophile or that he would be looking at child pornography, and this is how he ends his blog post.
Be sure to tell them that I spend a few hours each week targeting this stuff, and you find this offensive. Also, be sure not to mention Agent of Doubt posting the URLs to a public forum. We don't want to get him into trouble.
So I don't know if anyone else honed in on that. I spend a few hours each week targeting this stuff. So Cabbie is specifically saying
I spend a few hours each week scouring the internet for people who distribute child pornography.
This is literally the fucking child molester equivalent of fucking Alex Jones being like, yeah, I only smoke weed once a year just to see how strong the strings are.
I actively seek out child pornography, not because I'm interested in it, but because I want to get rid of it. That is how I work. I am not an FBI agent, nor am I in any way associated with any organization which could do anything about that. But trust me, I'm the good guy here, actually.
Look, you know how, like, snake handlers will be bitten by snakes and immunity in them? I do that, but with child pornography.
So, HappyCabbie would respond to this every now and again. He would have to face the allegations with the girl Emma. And then a couple years pass. It's early 2015, and he puts this blog post up called Not Guilty. Lundy?
Just logged back onto the internet tonight and got hit with a few messages about an old classic accusation making the rounds again. For the past several years, people have been trying to make this pedo accusation stick. The latest round of attacks comes linked to an underage user, Emma, that I discovered and offered my help to.
You know what's you know what's great? You know what's great? 2015, right? 7 years ago, we were talking about this motherfucker, and we were like, yeah, child molester. So, guess what, bitch? They stuck. They stuck harder than something glued with Gorilla Glue.
Let me go over real quick. What was it he said? He was giving her advice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at that advice one more time. To Emma, the 9-year-old. Try to prop your camera up on level surface such as a stack of books. Move the camera not only makes the video blurry, but also causes noises on the microphone. That is him helping her with a
foot tickling fetish video.
Yes. All right, continue.
People took screenshots of the comments and are making them out to be more than they are. I found her by searching for Flagged on YouTube and offered my help.
Oh yeah, that's how you found her. By searching for people who've been flagged on YouTube. That's all.
Yep.
That totally makes fucking sense.
That's why he chose to give her a filmmaking tip also, and told her to contact him through an email account.
Oh, good God. Good golly gee, I say.
I don't know about God, Lundy, but I do hope there's a hell. And he's the only one there. Like, he just gets there, he's like, I thought there'd be more people. He's like, no, like, turns out even fucking, like, Gacy was like, I don't know, he gave a fucking homeless guy a cup of water once or some shit.
Gacy was a pillar in his community, don't you remember?
I also forgot.
Yeah, he met Nancy Reagan.
I forgot about. I was going to mention this video. The video that he put out immediately after the Emma accusation started resurfacing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll remember this one, Lundy. This is when HappyCabbie met Brandy.
Ah, yes. The Night Walker. Oh yeah, God, I came up with a new slur for daywalkers, because they're neither white nor black. They walk the world between.
So, so this is HappyCabbie's attempt at demonstrating that he's actually into adult women by saying that he has a girlfriend, Brandy, and showed her off on camera. And by show her off, I mean that in every possible sense of the word. Because HappyCabbie decided that the best way to demonstrate this was to have this
sex
lady of just like climbing on him. He's like slapping her ass, showing her ass off, and all those sorts of things while being like, yeah, so I met this Brandy and she's so nice and we're together now. She's interested in me and I'm interested in her.
Everybody this long hair. Now this is the most important thing when it comes to how a lady is supposed to look, is long hair. As soon as I saw the hair, I said, you know what? This might be worth having fun with. So anyway, long hair. And what size are your feet?
And like literally everybody who saw the video were like collectively went, that's a prostitute. HappyCabbie hired a prostitute to throw off the pedophile accusations. What the fuck? Everyone called that out immediately.
Now, Lundy, you made a video about this, if I remember correctly, called HappyCabbie is a Monster.
Yes, because of what happened after.
I believe now, I don't know, should I give my little secret? I've talked about this before.
Secret? I got a secret.
Give your secret.
I am unfortunately the reason why this video went down on YouTube.
Oh, you flagged it?
No, I posted it on r/cringe with the title "Pedophile Tries to Prove He's Not Into Children." It got.
And everybody was like, "This isn't cringe. This is criminal."
It hit 1,000 points wherever the fuck on Reddit.
Damn.
And
is that your
everyone,
most successful Reddit thread?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't checked. That's from like a dead account I haven't used in years. But anyway, yeah, that made it to like the front of the front page of the subreddit, and it stuck there for a couple days. And there were a lot of people in the thread that were saying stuff about like, yeah, this feels like this shouldn't even be up on YouTube. And within a couple days, it was gone.
Well, they weren't wrong.
They also in the comments said that Age of Down sounds like Seth Rogen. Anyway, that's my little story. Now, Lundy, you tell me what happened after this video came out.
So after this video came out, and everybody essentially called it out for what it was, HappyCabbie he pretended that he didn't know that she was a prostitute, but confirmed that she was. And in an attempt to also make it seem like he is the mastermind smart person who couldn't tell that an obvious prostitute was a prostitute, but also is still extremely smart and capable and all those sorts of things, decided to say, but I have done something like really creative here. I have managed to make sure that she is punished for tricking me into believing that she was real. by essentially telling he weaved this grand narrative of her being like pretending to be interested in him and all these sorts of things because she needed some sort of help as a result of the fact that she had like an abusive boyfriend or something along those lines, and that she was in desperate need of his assistance in one way or another, and that he was actually being manipulated by her. And this is actually her fault that she never told him that she was a prostitute. She never informed him of this. This is false advertising on her end. How dare she? And this turned into him like bragging about not paying her for her services after having fucked her, and then bragging about it, and then B, also bragging about having kicked her into the streets and hoping that more horrible things happen to her, and that her abusive boyfriend, chances are good this translates as pimp, beats the shit out of her, and that she doesn't find a place to stay, and that the kid that she has ends up starving, and all these sorts of like weird, wicked fucking fantasies. It's the most absurd
funny.
bullshit.
I didn't realize until now how much HappyCabbie and Little Mar actually have in common.
I was gonna say I was waiting for the comparison.
I mean, I'd be lying if I'd say it wasn't in the back time. It's just the kicking the prostitute out. It's just like, yeah, that's a total Little Mar move.
The prostitution, the pedophilia, the dumb autistic habit, or not habit, hobby. So we just went through. I like to call that baptism by fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna get to two happy things. Before we finish this, number one, the absolute biggest amount of press and the biggest that HappyCabbie ever became. Not in weight. Let me find it here.
Oh no. I know what's
And
coming.
I want everyone to click on it. We all know where. So there was a rip-off show of Tosh.0 on MTV hosted by Rob Dyrdek from Rob and Big Skateboarder. It's called Ridiculousness, where they would just watch viral videos. And they found a video of HappyCabbie that he had posted when there was a new trend that was sweeping the nation. It was called twerking.
Look, I don't even need to watch the fucking video go. Like, my reaction is just immediate.
I'll put it on the bot for you. I'm going to watch it.
I hate that you're doing this to me.
Are you go watch it?
I've seen it
Come
before,
on.
and I kind of don't want to. I'll be honest.
Come
You know what I
on.
am curious about is the comments.
Yeah, we can look at the comments.
Can't believe it's actually still on
'Cause,
YouTube.
I mean,
Yeah, his whole channel's
his
still up.
his body
You know what?
just looks like a fucking Dark Souls villain.
Lundy,
Also, you know what's
Lundy,
really telling, right? You know what's really telling, right? Like, this video,
Yeah.
almost 450,000 views.
Yeah, 442,000.
Yeah, 470 comments.
So, Lundy, how about you and I start it up, and we'll just have that going on in the background, and we'll check out the comments here while we're watching this.
7 years ago, Texas Ninja Gaming. I never expected something like this for you, Cabbie. It's sad.
All right, Lundy, 3, ready?
Sure.
3,
2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, I'm HappyCabbie, and today we're going to
7 years ago, Splitsy. When my mom came in, I changed it because it was easy.
It's just the worst. And I know the
You know
shot
what's
down.
fucked?
What?
The rest of his body jiggles a billion times more than his ass does.
No, yeah,
Like-
he's literally. His titties are shaking, his thighs are shaking a lot more. Of course, he's wearing tidy whities. Are we coming up to my He looks like he's an umpire. Where's my favorite shot? Here we go. Here we go. Here it comes. Literally nothing. No way, you can see it. The tiny little baby carrot.
Hey, if you like this video about fat people dancing around in their underwear, make sure you check out the playlist that I have.
I hated all of
in the
that.
video description or on the annotation. I have an entire
That made
series
me
of videos
very
on
upset.
stuff like this. Check it out. You'll be glad
I hate
did.
you for making
But
me go
anyway,
through that.
Thank you so very much for watching. And
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
If it makes you feel any better, my mother decided to call me in the middle of that.
Good. I hope she saw it.
No, she didn't see it.
I hope she did anyway.
She interrupted me watching it.
Oh, how dare she? This fucking this pillar of fucking wonderful commentary and such. Like, how dare she possibly stop you from observing and enjoying this bit of art?
All right, so let's get to the big finale with HappyCabbie. HappyCabbie's fucking dead.
Woot woot.
So HappyCabbie went completely silent forever. No, he went silent uploading videos on YouTube for a while.
This is Tia the
Well, that's also
Pokemon,
true. He did
and
go
my
silent
best
forever
friend,
as well.
Dominic. And
Everyone was
of course,
wondering where he
Cheerio.
went. And then
I just wanted to
in
report,
April,
my best friend,
I believe,
my
what was it, his
confidant.
sister
As you know,
uploaded
we
a
always
video.
make
Let me find
great
that video real
videos
quick.
together, and
Let me find
just
that
wanted to
real quick.
report that
And we'll play that.
HappyCabbie has passed away yesterday at 5
The
o'clock
devil.
PST. Pacific Standard Time, and 7 o'clock on Missouri time. And he had a big fight, and I let him go. I did not want him to suffer anymore. He was suffering very bad from cirrhosis of the liver, and I'm beside myself at this time. But I know some of you did not like him, and some of you will probably say yay. But at this time, I'm in mourning because my best friend has died, and I've helped him so many ways. We made very, very funny videos with Bullet Kitty and myself and some other people. And it's just really hard to make this video at this time because I know he's in a better place, and he's not suffering anymore because he could not breathe. If you have any questions, please feel free to put comments on the below. If they are negative comments, I will.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Light 'em up.
This happened about like a little over a year after the prostitute incident. And I remember some people coming to my video where I called out that bullshit after he had died. Because in the video, I had actually said, I hope unpleasant things happen to you for the rest of your life, and I hope that the rest of your life is not going to last much longer. And then people were like, how do you feel now that he's dead? And I
Happy.
said, well, I feel bad for his remaining family, but
I don't.
I take back nothing. So that's kind of how I felt about the whole situation. I
Right.
know that.
I remember people
That-
came after me as well, Lundy, and they were like, because again, when Cabbie died, I immediately put up a video. I was like, good riddance, the child molesting rubbish. And people were like, oh, how dare you kick a man when he is down? And it's like, motherfucker, I was kicking him while he was still standing. I never stopped.
Always hated
I-
this man.
I kicked him when he was standing straight up, during the fall, and when he's on the fucking ground.
Let's all give you two give your eulogies for HappyCabbie on the, what is this now? This is the 6th year since he died.
How doth life, oh HappyCabbie. I don't know what exactly you want me to do here. He was a man that was horrible to absolutely everyone in his life. And in all honesty, I can't think of a singular person who wouldn't be glad that he is gone.
Matt?
I got this. Rub-a-dub-dub. Now you're worm grub.
Would you like to give one final balloon tugger insult to him?
Not really. Thinking about it, ultimately, that was such a minor part of his life.
Yeah. Like, who gives a
Fair
fuck,
enough.
really?
I will say this.
The balloon
Gabby,
shit was just so small. in the grand
Probably,
scheme.
probably like the easiest person to claim as a pedophile without actually having full blown, like, yeah, here's a picture of him fucking.